right now.
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Ivica Zubac. Lee out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Silk. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Now, here's Halliburton. Zubac kicks to Lee. Pass to Silk. Misses the three. Now, Washington is shot by Carter. Nobody around. Off target with his three. Out to the right wing. Oh, good with the triple. Dallas is gone 0-2 from deep here. And it falls over the rim and in.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's Siakam. Indiana moving it around. And the basket by Silk.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Carter from the arc. And it's Carter again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
They get it back. Here's Zubac. Lee passes to Zubac. And finally they hit one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Carter for three. That doesn't go either for Carter.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Out to Lee. Halliburton outside. Zubac with the screen for Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wright, and Carter has it in the corner. Nets, the corner three. Carter's got 5 points so far.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Halliburton, no good.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll, Kevin, and Curry tax. Right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Now, here's Washington. Idly a screen on Siakam. Right outside. Over Halliburton.
Terrific energy from Halliburton as a defender, doing his best to contest that shot.
Siakam passes to Bryant. Lee outside. Here's Silk. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Here's Siakam. No good from the wing.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Back to Washington. Lively a screen on Lee. And finished off by Lively.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Indiana. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lively's shot is off.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Zubac finds Halliburton. No luck that time in the shot that would put them on top. Washington passes to Carter. And here is Wright. Pass to Lively. Wright trying to break free. Lively's shot is off. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They're coming off with that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Here's Stroud against Oklahoma City. Very impressive.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Pass to Silk. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Silk's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Carter. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Lee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Now, here's Zubac. He picked up 15 points in the last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Here's Washington. After Indiana gets the 3. Back to Wright. That shot missing. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Lee passes to Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. There was so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Throw good, Siakam.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Siakam hits them both.
And with Siakam, it's been fun to watch his post-game develop. He's got a host of moves in the paint.
Pass to Carter. Will it go? Sinks the triple. Carter's got a couple of threes now in the post for Dallas.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Now, here's Zubac. Halliburton for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battering.
Now here's Wright. Another key contributor in a nice win against Oklahoma City. Hits the three-point bomb.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Lee with the ball. He's covered by Washington. Halliburton for 3. Offensive rebound. Bryant from past the arc. Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got 6.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. in for Jarek Leifert. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Max Christie, he's checked in for Carter. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Wright. Zinkus, he's checked in for Indiana. Marshall with it. Bagley dishes to Jones. Pass to Flag. 6 on the shot clock. Jones kicks to Marshall. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Lee. Outside for Halliburton. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Silk's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Jones the pass to Bagley. Now Christie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Ivica Zubac, 4.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Free throw good, Christie. And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Zubac. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Lee. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Halliburton. And Christie drops them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Pass to Silk. And the Pacers another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots come all in threes? The defense is just giving up a foul.
Bagley the pass to Christie. Bagley sends a screen for Christie. Dallas no good that time either. Pacers leading by 9. Pass to Nembhard. Sweet little floater.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, he's not the biggest guard, but Tyus Jones can find a way to score regardless.
And Tim, what do you love about Tyus Jones? The efficiency at the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, he has great ball security, and he's highly accurate from deep, same from the free throw line. Point is, you can just trust him to run the show.
And so here is Dallas after Indiana gets the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Here's Bryan, and another 3 for Indiana.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Flag. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Pacers leading by 10. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Dallas has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Jones with the bounce pass. And that one's good. Flag.
Well, Flag can do it all. He can initiate, and he can beat you off the catch as well.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. A 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Jones. And the call is going to be, yes, it is an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
Here's Silk. He's got 20. Just 3 on the clock. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
I like their focus coming in to perfect execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
And so it's Indiana looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. McConnell and Nembhard have gone. Toppin is out there with Porzingis, and it's Lee in at the 3. Now here's Wright. Hasn't made one yet. The shot's good from Carter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Porzingis. Now Nembhard. And a wide open look for Lee. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Lee with the stuff.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaPorte.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Guys, back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Wright after Indiana gets the 3. And it's Carter missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
McConnell passes to Porzingis. Shoots a fader. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Lee with the steal. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Out to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 16. Bounce pass from Wright. Outside Carter. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Lee passes to McConnell. Here's Toppin. Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. And Lee with the stuff.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. For the screen on McConnell. And Wright kicks to Gafford. And here is Marshall. Hopping on the board. Outside, Bagley. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pacers leading by 18. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's Lee with the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Fires away from outside. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Launches it. Lee with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Gafford. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Jim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career in the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
It's Nembhard on the wing, defended by Carter. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Friday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And that matchup against the Bucks, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And it's Carter missing.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting it, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Porzingis. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Silks checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. A floater. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trailed by 19. Outside Carter. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. And that's 21 points for the machine.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Screen by Siakam. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You can tell Siakam has this action down. He knows just when to roll off the pick and receive the ball.
Right, the pass to Gafford. Pass to Carter. Top of the key, Bagley. Pocket 6. For the screen on Halliburton. Right. That's a 2-pointer. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Indiana leading by 18. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. There's the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Bagley, and Flagg subbed in for Najee Marshall. So it's the Mavericks now. Down low, here's Washington. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Washington. Sinks the triple. Washington's got his first 3 points of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Here's Lee. Zubac the pass to Lee. Here's Bryan. That one misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 17. Here's Silk. 22 points for him. Lee outside. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. 19 points for lights out.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And that one's good.
And we see some of the competitiveness of Flagg. The response, that 3 right back at you.
Now, here is Halliburton. Zubac with it. Shot clock at 5. Back to Halliburton. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Carter finds Wright. Carter outside. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Love that look there, rotating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Out to the right wing. Indiana moving it around. Zubac with the screen for Siakam. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Wright, the pass to Lively. Back to Wright. Here's flag, covered by Lee. Right outside. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Siakam outside. Pass to Lee. Zubac, a screen on Washington. No good from Lee. Mavericks trail by 15. Now Carter. Fires the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Bryan. Offline with his 3.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him?
Timeout.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Siakam's numbers, coming off a terrific season. Around 20 points per game last season. 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they needed him.
Now, here's Siakam. 8 points for him. And it's the machine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
They better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Pass to Silk. Lets it go from 14. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Silk's got 24.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Carter outside. Lee with the steal. And Lee with the stuff.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Wright. Carter for the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Silk. Offensive rebound.
What terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
He's ferocious when the ball goes up. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Pacers out in front. They lead by 18. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm alongside Coach Rick Carlisle. Defensively, you are slowing them down. What can you say about the effort you're seeing so far?
You know, this team is a deceptive team despite their record. They got a lot of weapons, and they've been a tough matchup for us, so we've got to keep grinding away.
The grind continues. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Okay, folks, let's kick this halftime show off by checking out the Players of the Week. Big fella, you've won a few of these back in the day, haven't you?
Yeah, too many to count. Now I just focus on winning analysts of the week. You never won them. You know I've already won them. A couple of times. Better luck next year. I demand a recount.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them. Make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommendations from Dr. O'Neal. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Silver.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Pacers leading by 18. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Carter out there with Wright. And it's Flag in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
Here's Flag. The Pacers making the shot. Carter for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Carter's got 27.
Lead with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, team. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I'm just trying to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I can get ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Back to you, Kevin.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
True shot.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Halliburton. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Carter. Now here's Wright. Back to Carter from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Lee's got 11 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
And Wright gets to Washington. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Carter. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Out to Lee. And here is Siakam. Here's Bryan. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Right, the pass to Lively. Away.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Lee. Back to Halliburton. A three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Pass to Silk. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Up top right. Here's Rifle. Zubac defending. Ively the pass to Cook. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ryan passes the lead. Indiana again missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Washington. And Lee pulls it down. Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Silk. That ball, nice feed that time from Halliburton. And that's now 30 points for Silk.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And Indiana, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Carter outside. Now Gafford. Still scoreless. Pass to Carter. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Pacers leading by 19 to the middle. And it's Lee, that time on the assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Right, the pass to Gafford. Now, Washington. Carter with a screen on Siakam. And it's Washington missing. And it's Indiana's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Now, here's Siakam. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lee outside.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Gafford sets the pick for Carter. Right outside. Screen by Gafford. Outside. And again for 3.
He's got his defense scrambling. And even when they got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Mavericks trail by 21. Back to Wright. This one for three. And it's Silk with the rebound. Pacers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Launches a three. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
For Ivica Zubac. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 16 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possessions.
Halliburton against Wright. 3-on-3. Loads it up there for Siakam. Lee passes to Bryan. Lets it go with the three. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Washington's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Halliburton on the wing. Guarded by Wright. Here's Bryan. Mavericks with the rebound. And here is Washington. He's got 8. Dallas moving it around. And Carter now, top of the key.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Check out Tyrese Halliburton. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Pass to Silk. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And it's right with the ball for Dallas. Here's Washington. Now Carter. Here's Gafford. No scoring in this one. Shot clock at 6. Gafford sets the pick for flag. Over Lee. They get it back. Wright against Halliburton. And Wright kicks to Washington. The shot from the low post is good. Washington's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, he's found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance. 4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
And here are the Mavericks now, after Indiana gets the 3. And Zook gets the whistle that time. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Bagley, he's checked in for Washington. Najee Marshall comes in for Flag. Christie, he's checked in for Carter. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Wright. Indiana also making some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Ivica Zubac. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Silk. Here's Christie. Pass to Marshall. Gafford is screen on Lee. To the inside. Shoots from the elbow. Gafford misses. Pacers leading by 22. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And Indiana, another 3.
And Porzingis doesn't take too many shots from the corners, but he's effective when he does.
Jones, the pass to Bagley. Christie with it. Bagley with a screen on Nembhard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure. No good on that one.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
The Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. The Pacers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Halliburton. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Now Christie. Gafford, high post. He's against Porzingis. Tries it from 19. And Lee pulls it down. And Indiana shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gafford.
And in terms of size, he's not your typical center. But man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Halliburton outside. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers. Marshall passes to Gafford. Porzingis with the block.
And there's a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Pass to Halliburton. It's stolen by Jones. And the jam by Gafford.
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that's a quick look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 11. Pass to Nembhard. The three-pointer off the mark. This Mavericks squad struggling. Marshall passes to Christie. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Christie's got 5.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Lee outside. Drops in the tray.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
And so it's Indiana finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our state... Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Silk. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Lee. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Lee outside. Here's the 3. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Hey, yo, right there. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keep knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last one tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Porzingis can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Carter outside. And again for 3.
Another 3. So I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Halliburton kicks to Porzingis. Here's Silk, defended by Carter. And the basket by Silk.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Wright finds Bagley. Now Carter. The 3. It's held in by Zubac. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Silk. Back to Lee. Porzingis sets the pick for Lee. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 32 points.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Carter outside. Puts up a deep 3. It's held in by Zubac.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
On the wing, Lee. Covered by Gafford. No good from Lee. Dallas has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Gafford. And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
It's so important in this league, quickly turning defense into offense.
Carter outside. to end the run. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Silk, defended by Carter. Here's Bryan. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. 3, Marshall. Pacers with the rebound. Lee outside. There's the drive. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Carter outside. Pass to Bagley. Zubac against Gafford. 6 to shoot. And here's Marshall from the arc. Pacers with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Silk, defended by Carter. The shot by Silk, no good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Pass to Carter for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
They get it back. Out to Porzingis. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Right, the pass to Gafford. Pass to Carter. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Right against Halliburton. Now here's Lee. He's guarded closely. Down low, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Maverick shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Inside, here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Zubac, bounce pass. Scooped up. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton outside. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Silk, defended by Carter. Ryan passes to Lee. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Bagley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marshall can't hit.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And it's right with the ball for the Mavericks. Pass to Bagley. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Pass to Lee. Oh, sent back by Washington. Now here's Wright. Carter outside. Connects again from distance.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Halliburton passes to Siakam. Halliburton sets the pick for Siakam. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. To end the cold streak, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Right, the pass to Washington. Outside Carter. It's rebounded by Indiana. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Lee. Takes the three. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Indiana.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the shooting.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lights Out.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Over Wright. They get it again. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Siakam. Lee outside. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam.
3 points.
And that's now 35 points for Lights Out.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Halliburton outside. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin.